So I just returned from spending a month in Yerushalayim, learning with the Shalom Hartman Institute. And I'm there as a part of a 3-year smicha program, or rabbinical ordination program, that's going to take me there for the next 2 summers. So first of all, I just want to say I feel very lucky and feel very grateful to both, Beth Tzedec, you, and my wife for allowing this to be possible in my life at this point. So I want to share with you some Torah this morning, and I'll probably be mentioning at different times some people that I've had the chance to interact with during this month-long journey. One of those teachers, a really wonderful rabbi in Jerusalem named Tamar Elad Applebaum, reminded me of a text from Tanchuma, which I've learned many times and I love. I'm going to just start there. It says, a person is known by 3 names. The name by which their parents call them, the name by which other people call them, which we would think of as a nickname, and the one that he or she earns for themselves. And the Midrash says the most important of these 3 is the one that we each earn for ourselves in our lives. I'm going to start with the first, though. The night after the birth of each of our 3 children, Raila, my wife, and I completed the same ritual. Drunk on exhaustion, love, and adrenaline, at about 2 a.m. in the morning, with a 5-pound angel tucked, just like this, and my kids were really small, between my hand and folded elbow, we made a list on the nurse's whiteboard in our room of all the potential names for this newborn life. Through laughter, tears, and keeping with my wife's strict rules of not having our kids' names rhyme with each other or with our own names, and of course to avoid those that reminded us of any annoying kids in grade 3, or God forbid, someone we dated in a past life, we decided on the name. Through this love-drunk and sleep-deprived ritual, we completed the first step of the process quoted in the Midrash. 3 names are given to every person, and what a gift for us that we had a chance to bestow 3 times names to our children. And I think of those moments as among the most spiritually connected of my life, minor experiences of Ruach HaKodesh, of prophecy, in which we impart the best attributes of a beloved ancestor, our hope for this new life, and our dreams for the Jewish people and the world, and try to capture it in one name and throw all of that onto this newborn baby. A lot of pressure, I think. And I have to say we did pretty great, naming our kids Shiloh, Lev, and Sela. And many of you have had a chance to get to know them over the years. They're all in Winnipeg Beach right now with their grandparents. In Parshat Pinchas, this week's Torah portion, we are flooded with names. And Rabbi Friar Bajan just mentioned the census that highlights the most important names for each of the tribes of Israel. Among them are 7 names of women. Remarkable and regrettably, the greatest number found in any one Torah portion. That is it. The most is 7 names of women. Who are the women named in this parsha? Anyone remember? Did you listen closely? Serach bat Asher, who becomes, I would say, the source material for the rabbi's imagination in many cases. We have Miriam, and then we have the Benot Tzlofchad, the 5 daughters of Tzlofchad, Machla, Noah, Chogla, Milka, and Tirza. And it's interesting that they're known both in this parsha, actually they come up twice, but they're known both as Benot Tzlofchad, the daughters of Tzlofchad, which I would say is the nickname given to them, the second in the Midrash. But they're also often known as Benot Tzlofchad, the daughters of Tzlofchad, and then we're told their actual names. And it's really clear. And so the question that I really want to start with today is, why do these 5 women get so much attention? And why does the telling of their names get lifted up really to category number 3, which is the names that they earned for themselves in their lives? Saying it a little differently is, what was so great about them? Right? We wish that more women were listed, but they weren't. But these ones are. So what made them so special? What we read in this parsha is what they do is they petition Moshe to allow them to inherit their father's portion in the promised land. Right? They didn't have any brothers. Their father dies in the desert. And now they're learning about which tribe and which families are going to get which piece of land once they make it into this promised land. And they want to make sure that they get to carry on their father's legacy. And so they come to Moshe and they say, what about us? What about our father? Many people celebrate this moment as a hint of feminism in the Torah. And I think rightfully so. It's a moment of women being empowered, coming forward, and actually having their voices heard. Others view this story as an example of Moshe's humility, and as such reminds leaders to take a breath and ask for help when they need it. Professor Christine Hayes, who I had the immense privilege to learn with, mind-blowing the way she teaches Torah. I actually been describing my experience of learning at Hartman, but especially with her, as being beaten up by Torah. And really in the best way, just lots and lots of great Jewish wisdom thrown at us. So Christine Hayes uses this story actually as a proof that God's revelation is adapted and revealed over time, and that God actually changes and grows in the Torah along with human beings, I should say. So I want to suggest that actually an additional reading and explanation for what made these 5 women so important to have their names lifted up and repeated so often. According to the interpretation of the Zohar, their father Tzlofchad, right, they're the Benot Tzlofchad, the daughters of Tzlofchad, died at the end of Parshat Chukat. So the rabbis actually in their imagination give us many possible answers as to what happened to him and how he died. But according to the Zohar, the Kabbalistic mystical text, he died at the end of Parshat Chukat as a part of the snake plague. So if you remember, it was all these snakes came, bit people, and they died. And it ends with Moshe lifting up sort of this staff with a snake head attached to it. And that ended the plague. And what caused this plague? The Torah teaches that it was caused by the people complaining to God. The Torah recounts, and the people spoke against God and against Moshe, and they said, "Why did you make us leave Egypt to die in the wilderness? There is no bread and no water, and we have come to loathe this miserable food." Here, the Torah uses the words "vayidabel," speaking out, and because Tzlofchad, among with other people, sinned with their words, they died. Oh, that helps. Okay. His daughters, Machla, Noah, Chogla, Milka, and Tirza, approach Moshe to request that they inherit their father's land. And what do they say about their father? They said, Avinu met bamidbar. Our father died in the wilderness, in the desert. But the Zohar says, you know what? The word midbar here is actually a play on the word medaber, on speaking, that he sinned through his words. And they come and say, we want to try to correct that. Anybody remember from this Torah reading today, when Moshe goes to God and says, I don't know what to do, what does God say? Remember the words? Ken benot tzlofchad. I also thought it was tzodkot, actually, in my memory, but it isn't. It says, Ken benot tzlofchad dobrot. Again, the same words of speaking. And what are they doing here? They are actually coming to make a tikkun, a repair on their father's actions. And God says, they're speaking right. Right? Unlike Korach, who comes and complains and causes chaos, they're coming, they're standing up, they're fighting for themselves, but they're doing it in a way in which Moshe and God and ultimately the people can hear it. At a time when most people complained and wanted to go back to Egypt, succumbed to idolatry, and simply found the prospect of making it to the promised land too difficult and daunting, the daughters of Tzlofchad, these 5 women, did the exact opposite. They stood up, as the Torah describes, Vata'amodna, and they came closer, Vatikravna, and made a claim for their stake in the destiny of the Jewish people. And in doing so, they really fulfilled the 3rd kind of name from the Midrash Tanchuma, the name one earns for themselves. These 5 women said, we want to be a part of the Jewish future. Does that sound familiar to you today? By the way, the sense that some people are getting further and further away. So what that means is we have to notice those who are really stepping up and coming closer. The daughters of Tzlofchad have their names and their memories lifted up. I see this story as a reminder to pay close attention to the diversity of our communities and to really notice who are the people who are standing up in our time and are willing to lead, and when we see them, to call them up by name, to say Yasher Koach, to give them strength, and to amplify their voices and actions. This is especially true for those like the daughters of Tzlofchad, who might see themselves and might actually be on the margins of our community. One of the things that I've been thinking about in my studies in Israel is, what does it mean to be a rabbi today? And what does it mean to be a part of a Jewish community today? And I have such great role models of rabbis here in this community, 2 of them in this room right now. And I actually think that maybe what I've learned so far is that perhaps the most important thing that rabbis, but actually all of us do, is when we notice people and we lift them up. Exactly that. When we know people's names, when we call them out and call them in for the good that they're doing, and make them feel noticed and loved so that they can all continue to do more and more of it. And so with your permission, I want to just end with one story about an individual that I spent some time with in Israel. Does anybody know the name Avichai Broduch? Does that sound familiar to anybody? You can raise your hand. Avichai Broduch. Just a guy. Sounds like a normal Israeli with the name Avichai. I got to spend some time with him here in Toronto before Shavuot. And then on Shavuot at the downtown Tikkun, I had the opportunity to be in conversation with him as the opening session in the Shavuot learning in the Miles Adal JCC. Many Israelis know who Avichai is. And actually in a tour last week of Tel Aviv, and we were making our way towards Kikar Chatufim, where the hostage families set up all these tents and all these beautiful memorials are there for those who have been taken hostage. Thank God many of them home now. On the way, our tour guide said, look over there at that square in front of the ministry. That's where Avichai Broduch sat with his dog. So what's Avichai's story? On October 7th, he was in his home kibbutz in Kfar Aza, and he was one of the 14 people who were part of the Kitat Konenut, it's called. Those who are responsible for defending their kibbutz. Unfortunately, Israel changed their policies, and all of their guns had to be stored in one central place instead of their homes. Of the 14 people in that group, 7 of them died that day. Avichai found himself injured, saving many lives, but found himself injured along with really the rest of them. And while he was fighting really heroically, his wife and their 3 children were taken hostage into Gaza. He believed, once he ended up in the hospital, that they were dead. Called his brother Aaron, living here, and said, my life is over. But then he found out that they were among those who they believed to still be alive, and now taken hostage in Gaza. And so the injured Avichai, with shrapnel in his arm and leg, said, what am I going to do now? So together with his dog, who also managed to survive somehow, he went in front of the ministry and said, I'm going to sit here until somebody notices me. Avichai is one of the least assuming people that I've actually ever met. Takes up very little space in a normal conversation. He's tall and strong and handsome, but he's a man of a few words. And so what does he do with his power that he still has? He just goes and he sits together with his dog. And by the end of the day, hundreds came to join him. And this is just a few days after October 7th. Some people saw what he was doing as going against the stream, as chutzpahdik. But this is what he needed to do and all he felt he could do for his family at this time. And by just sitting there with his dog, saying very little, he actually started the movement of the families of the Chatufim, the hostage family movement, that's been working around the clock since October 7th. I was surprised a week ago when I went on a tour of Kfar Aza, his hometown, that after I mentioned to our tour guide, who had returned his name, what's his name? To make sure I get this right. Oh, it's slipping my mind at the moment. Asaf, our tour guide, took us around, one of the 20 people to return to Kfar Aza. I said, I'm connected to Avichai. Can you show me where he lived? And he said, actually, Avichai was here earlier in the week. I had Shabbat dinner with him. I said, okay, show me. And so he took us to his home, which is closest to the fence and the border with Gaza. And as we showed up, there was a pickup truck there. And so Asaf was quite surprised and shouted out, Avichai, ata sham, are you there? Avichai walks out, sees me, runs towards me, and falls into my arms, and I fell into his. We just spent a few hours together here in Toronto. But this guy who had the audacity and the chutzpah to go and sit there and really start all of this, because that's all he knew for his family, needed to be lifted up by me, held up in that moment. And I felt it. I really felt it. This brave, strong man who fought heroically on that day still needed to be held up. And then I actually ran into him again Thursday night at the airport. As I was leaving, he was leaving too. And he again ran up to me and again fell into my arms. And then we had coffee together. So here's my charge to you as I end. There aren't so many people like Avichai, and thank God, in our community we don't need to be like Avichai. We don't need that kind of devastation to find our purpose, our power, our voices. But there are so many people in our communities who are constantly working against the flow, seeing where things aren't the way they should be and trying to make change. And my charge to you is to notice them, to name them, to find ways to support them. And as we begin Musaf, I want you to think about them. Who are those people who deserve mention and maybe don't get it? And in Kiddush, I'd love for you to come share some of those names with me, some of those people in your lives, maybe people you don't know, but you're noticing them because of the work that they do. Right? Who are the people who deserve our attention, our love, our support, and who deserves to be lifted up by name, just as God clearly does with the daughters of Tzlofchad. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.